Communication skills. Why do you need the art of talking? For interview, for job, for growing business, take it, communication skills are required for almost everything. He is a 12th class boy, he has to convince his parents that I need a laptop, father is saying that brother is a useless thing. What does that boy want? Communication skills. Boy went to college, boy is unknown, new place. Doesn't anyone know what he wants? Communication skills. He has fallen in love with someone, he has to express his love, what is needed? Communication skills. Now you will say that friend, we don't want to study for love affair, we will get married wherever parents say, but communication skills are needed here too. In arranged marriage, the family of both of them meets, then the elder says that go and come after talking on the terrace. Let's meet for 5 minutes, what do you want there? Communication skills. Now this boy has the desire to enter politics. It is said that I am educated, my intention is clear, this country needs a leader like me, but what happened? His security has been forfeited. Why? Because the clear intention was in his heart. The thoughts that were in his heart to make the country shine could not reach the public convincingly, and the candidate who was in the opposition also made false promises in such a manner that the public was mesmerized and he won by a huge margin. Now it came to his mind that politics has gone to hell. Brother went to Hollywood and there is need of network with talent, and what is required for networking? Communication skills. Now brothers are disappointed, oh friend, I have a lot of talent, but what to do, I am not able to get context. What will happen if I go to the lawyer forest? To install problem solved. No, how will you make the client believe that he is a good lawyer and suppose he becomes a government lawyer, even then he will have to argue the case in front of the judge, right? If there is a doctor, then the patient's family has to explain what is the problem. And why is there a need for operation? If there is a civil engineer, everyone from drugs man to contractor has to explain his design, he has to convince. The art of talking is needed there. Someone is a manager in MNC, brilliant ideas in our mind, but ideas have to be presented with good presentation. What is needed there? Communication skills. If there is a teacher without communication skills, he cannot teach the students, cannot pull them towards him. There are two countries, there is a war going on between Russia and Ukraine. Somewhere there is a tussle between Israel and Iran. Somewhere between China and Taiwan, sometimes peace talks are going on, sometimes resolutions are being passed in the UN. What is needed for all this? Is it to defend your country? What do you want? Communication skills required. So are you ready? Must have agreed that it is very important to learn communication skills. Say yes. I am happy. I want to learn. So if you are ready, then take son. Communication skills means that how will you say your words, how will you say, but before that the fundamental question is how to say anything, before that what you are saying, is it a matter of manner, how will you say it, this is a matter of matter, first of all what will you say? A very famous technique for communication is called conversation threading. Someone said that he likes the writing of Franz Kafka very much. Now you do not even know who is Franz Kafka. Broken thread. It is possible that you have not read Franz Kafka, but you have read them with love, and you say that it is good if you told about Franz Kafka, but I read them. Till date I have read their Hindi literature, and you this story of matter and fossils has been told, it reminded me of Premchand's novel, take the thread connected in this way, but if you have not read any literature in Hindi or English, then next topic. He said that I invested in mutual funds. Now you have neither invested in stocks nor invested in mutual funds, you have not thought about it, you do not have any knowledge about it, so what will happen? The thread is broken. If the thread is broken, it is not even connected, you stand next to another person, he is talking about politics, but you do not even know the name of the 7 or 8 political parties of the country, do you not read newspapers, he started talking about Hollywood cinema, that friend, Fight Club movie. It is amazing that you have seen a great film but you do not watch Hollywood movies. Someone said that I have come after visiting Paris, but you do not know where this place is? Then he said that Carlos Alcaraz has done wonders. Now you don't know that 5 days ago he has won the US Open and has become world #1 in tennis. In such a situation, you keep doing all these things. You are not able to speak much. To tell the truth, you should not even speak. Don't say anything if you don't have it. It is written in the Bible that if a fool remains silent, he is also considered wise, so you should listen. Along with speaking, listening is also a part of communication. Many times it happens that an introvert person is also a favorite of many people because he listens. But listening is also an art. So listening is also an art that very few people have. Many people act just to listen, but do not listen. To listen also you have to have a lot of understanding, not only to listen, otherwise someone is talking about James Webb Telescope and all things are going on above your head. To listen also you should have genuine curiosity. There should be curiosity. But you have no interest, no understanding, no curiosity in many things. Then what communication and what skills? That's why most people's conversations are very limited. They are not able to talk much. By counting these 7-8 topics, and on these topics also it is not that there is much detail talked about. There is a very detailed analysis. 2 to 4 superficial and cliché things happen. That's why you see that people start talking and then in a short time and tell me what is going on. Yes, all good, you tell me it all works because there is no talk, and tell me why this. There is no shortcut for things. You have to change yourself. You have to study yourself with knowledge, you have to make it interesting, you have to fill curiosity. People will say, what is the man talking about? It is fun to listen to your words, you know a lot, it is not difficult, you can also do it. Today's era is the golden age of information, where information on almost every topic is available daily on YouTube. You just have to give time. You have to give time at the right place. But where is your time being spent? In watching foolish roast videos. An idiot first sings a song that makes you bleed. The second idiot makes a reaction video on it, i.e. roasts. You become the third idiot watching that roast, and this happens because you have nothing to do. When will you improve your communication skills? You can do this at this place. Instead of watching roastings and cheap street comedy, you can work on yourself. I am not saying that entertainment is not necessary. If you take advantage of it properly, this golden time is going on. If you take advantage of it, you are taking advantage of YouTube, you are taking advantage of Netflix. Yes, looking at images, reading books. Now let's assume that you have crossed this stage too. You have become one who has good knowledge on many topics. Now the problem arises of giving unnecessary attention or giving lectures. Someone told that I have blood pressure. Started telling that eat less salt, eat less sugar, eat pumping seeds, eat Tet's foods, eat bearish, pistachio etc. Eat all this, don't drink alcohol, exercise. When he met a child, he started telling like a rude uncle that he should wake up early in the morning, study, improve English, read novels, participating in sports is also important, throw away the mobile. What? Your advice is good, but just think whether they asked you for advice or you are gaining knowledge yourself, adding knowledge. Avoid doing this. Remember that communication is a two-straight way. There are some people who turn the conversation into a lecture, but those who are very good communicators, they also make the lecture like a conversation. There is an interaction in their lecture. In such a situation, you should understand that you are a universe. Don't be the center of other people's feelings, also understand what they like, what they don't like. Try to understand what he wants to talk about. What does he want to hear about? What do they want to understand? 12th class student, but maybe he doesn't want career advice, but he wants how to earn money on YouTube. It may be that someone told that he has blood pressure, pain in the joints, but he already knows all the medicines, diet precautions, and wants you to take him just once. Then the question is, how is his interest. Now for this one has to know the interest of the person in front of him, then he knows how to know the interest. The easiest thing is to go to social media and check. Which pages do you like? How to keep Instagram stories. What do you share? How to subscribe channel. What is his profession? Another way is to identify the clothes. Which book does he read? Look which web series do you watch? Which song do you hum? Find out his fashion style from clothes, beard and hairstyle. There is a painting on the wall of his room, from here you will get starting points to talk. Third and easiest, you ask them politely. You have interest in this. Now you have to talk around their interest, then they will relate to you, and if you relate, then relation will be formed. Listen carefully. When people will relate to you, then relation will be formed, but Bashir Badri has said that somebody will shake hands without the hug of dense people. This is a city of new mood. People who have got their own comfort from a little hanging. As if some uncle has understood that children should not be taught like this. Children should not be given knowledge. He doesn't want to give lectures. So what will he do? Children are asked, in which class do you study, son? In which school do you study? Which subject do you like? What will you become when you grow? Why would you be this? Why won't you be that? It doesn't matter whether they are acquaintances or strangers, they have met for the first time, they just started. What is your name? Where do you live? Where is office? How do you go, by metro or by car? How much is salary? What do you do? What do you do in the weekend? How do you have fun? What do you like? Like trekking? If so, where do you go for a walk? Neither lecture is to be given nor question is to be asked, because viva of college or inquiry is not going on in police station. It is very important to have swiftness in conversation in convert session. So this is all about how to communicate with other. Or how to start communicate, how to continue conversations. And if you like this video helpful, do like video and subscribe the channel.